Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel RevivedCode. I'm Manasi. In today's video, we will break down how the event loop works, the difference between microtask and macrotask, and we will see in it action with a live code demo. What is event loop? The event loop is a mechanism in JavaScript that lets your code run asynchronously. Even though JavaScript itself a single threaded, it ensures that tasks are executed in order without blocking the browser or Node.js environment. How it works, why it is needed. JavaScript has three core parts. There is an call stack, that means execute your synchronous code line by line. Web APIs, that is the handles asynchronously operations like setTimeout, fetch, DOM event. Third, task queues like Microtask Queue for promises, Macrotask queues for timers or events. And last, event loop, that is the continuously checks is the call stack empty. If yes, then it pushes the task from the queue into the stack to be the executed. So why it is needed that? JavaScript is a single threaded, meaning it can only do one things at a time. But in modern application, need do many things at once. Respond to user clicks and inputs, load data from a server, handle timers and animations, then run background tasks. If everything happens synchronously, the browser means we can use also Node.js, right? So would freeze every time a long task runs. Here's a quick code demo. First, console log start. Another function setTimeout. Within this function, there is a console log macrotask setTimeout. Another Promise.resolve.then. Within this function, console log microtask promise. After that, console log end. Output should be first start, then end, then promise, microtask promise, and last macrotask set timeout. Let's run the code. See, the result will be start, end, microtask promise, and macrotask set timeout. Why do promises run before the set timeout in JavaScript? Here, why promise run before the set timeout? Here is the question. Because JavaScript execute synchronously first. Start logs, then set timeout is registered, that is the macro task, and then promise.then is queue, that is the micro task. Then end logs. Then again micro task run with promise and then macro task set timeout. Still confused, right? So think you are in the restaurant. Microtasks are like the chef's urgent tickets, that is the VIP orders. That is the VIP orders. Macrotasks are regular customers waiting in the line. So even if someone order first, that is the set timeout. The chef always finish the VIP orders. that means promises, before calling the next customer. Okay, so a lot of devs get confused thinking set timeout runs instantly, but it doesn't. It just goes to the end of the task queue and waits for the all microtask first. So always remember that don't rely on the set timeout as a true delay. Use microtask like promises when you want things done as soon as possible after the current task. If you found this helpful, hit that like button. You are serious about mastering JavaScript concept like this one, subscribe and turn on notification. I post weekly videos on front-end development, JavaScript tricks, and real-world coding example. Drop a comment if you want me to cover async await, event bubbling, and any other topics. Thank you for watching.